Hello YouTube, Robin Hood Bricks here, and it's Wednesday, it's 4 o'clock, so that means it can only be one thing, Brick Hall o'clock, with another package from bricklink.com. Alright, let's get into this, and usually people are interested in how I pick my vendors on bricklink.com, because there are so many to choose from, it can be a bit daunting. Generally, I get something in particular that I really want and then kind of go from there. And in this case, I did the same. I basically wanted one particular piece, which is going to be very obvious when I tip this all out because it's massive. And then I kind of saw everyone who had this bit, which, well, I'll tell you now, is a ship hull. Basically, then I was looking for who had the rest of, well, anything else I needed on any of my wanted lists. So if I do this sort of tip avalanche, because it is quite a big box, you'll see there is the hull. Oh golly, very heavy, and we've got lots, oh no, not lots of bags, but just 3 great big mixed bags and a bit of boards. I might have to sort through all of this before going through it, but we'll look at the obvious stuff first. So yeah, this was the main reason for the order, and it's not because I want a huge police boat. I am going to take those stickers off. It's just the whole piece I wanted, and I'm glad to see this is in very good condition. Hasn't been too sort of bashed around in a bath or something like that. I'll definitely be giving it a wash either way. And this is going to be one of 2 ship builds that I've got coming up soon. I don't think I've done a ship build before. Oh no, of course I've done the crab boat, haven't I? But anyway, I really enjoyed doing that, and that was pretty successful actually. So yeah, 2 more ship builds will be coming up, not too near future because I need to get all the rest of the bits for it, but this will be the base of one, because we do have probably enough room on my quaysides for 1 more ship. And we've also got the space, obviously the crab boat vacated when it came down to the cabinet of 20,000 bricks under the sea. So that is going to be the base of one of those 2 new boats. And while we're looking at big things, I can pull these out. Very well protected, so that's always really nice to see. These are both from the same set actually. The Nature Glamping Friend set, 41392. And they've definitely got the right idea there with the jacuzzi. That's what I'd do. Hot tub. Looks very nice. So this was actually one of those things that's on my kind of maybe not list, which I sort of put on a list just to sort of say, well, if it's there and it's cheap, maybe get it, but it's definitely not a priority because, well, it's a pink kind of heart windowed tent. But yeah, this was actually only about 40p. So I thought, yeah, go on then. I've got all the other tents, so why not get this one? I'm not certain I'm going to use it. Actually, it's very big indeed. And this was the sticker sheet, and that was 20p. And I thought, well, for these sort of sleeping bag things and these sort of cushions and so on, I thought they're really quite useful potentially, especially those round ones. I mean, they're really sort of funky cushions, aren't they? I could use those in a bar or something like that. So that's really nice to have. I'll put that on there. So I might do a bit of pre-sorting of these, but I'm going to pick out some obvious things that I'm seeing already. So this was another one of the main reasons I went for this vendor, seeing that you had this piece, because this has long been wanted by me, because it's the cabin piece and it's got the stickers on, though they are, in my view, upside down. I think that's the way it should be, with a North Star. Oh golly, that one's on its side. But don't worry, I can move those using my patented hot tea technique. But this canopy is from the 60064 Arctic supply plane. No, not the plane, the buggy on the side. When I do my Arctic scene, eventually one day, I really wanted that side build, that buggy basically, because I think it looks absolutely fantastic. So we'll see some of the parts for that in this order. I think these orange bits are part of that because I wanted that side build and there wasn't really much point getting all the other parts until I got the really rare canopy piece. So now I've got that. I've started collecting those as well because it's just such a cute little sort of tracked thing, and I don't really want the plane, the whole set, because A, it's really rare and quite expensive, but also it'll be too big for whatever setup I'm going for. I've already got the helicopter and stuff, so yeah, I'm really happy to get that canopy. Right, okay, so we've got far too much stuff here to go through all tipping out without it being really disorganised, so I'm going to stop now, do a bit of a sort, and then we can come back. Well, this is only bag one of three, sort of roughly sorted, so we can go through it. But already I'm really happy with this order. Couple of really good things. Couple of minor disappointments, but not too bad to be fair. So we've gone through the boat and all that. I've got a few more burps, got loads of plates and boring things, modified bricks and so on. I've even started collecting for the build. I haven't even finished designing yet, which will go on the big building construction site on my city near the station. I've got loads, as usual, of under the sea parts, lots of these sort of Hero Factory kind of flames and so on, and these sort of spongy type pieces, and more of those Chima type limbs or ribs or tails or whatever they were last time. So that's all good. I've got obviously a super secret police piece because, well, you have to get those, don't you, really? And this is one of the things that was on my wanted list. It's kind of that middle section for the clown car that would make up the Fabuland car that I'm using as a clown car. So that is really good to see. It's incredibly good condition. Looks like it hasn't been used at all. It's all technically used, this. But that would be instead of the sort of doors I put in. So I might use that, I might not, but I can try both now. It was very cheap. That's another pipe bit for under the sea as well. Two more of those green things I can't seem to stop buying. Some hinge kind of arms, kind of like from a digger. But these ones I kind of bought for the stickers really, just because they've got some really nice electric panel stickers. I'll probably use that on an underwater base or something like that, where they'll be on a yellow background, no doubt, and look really good. So that's them. If you're interested, they were from the Digger Set 7248 from 2005. But there must be 1,000 ones like it. Now here's one of the minor disappointments. These are absolutely fabulous solar panels, probably my favourite one. You can kind of use them either way because they've got the sort of glitter showing through that trans blue flag piece from the back, and that looks absolutely great. But they look even better with these sort of hexagons on the front. But they're virtually impossible to move if not put on straight, even using, yep, you guessed it, the PHHT or PHTT rather. Yes, let's get it right. Because, well, all of the metallic bits kind of come apart and come away from the sticker. So it really, well, I haven't been able to move them successfully. So that one, if you're a stickler for things being straight, won't work. And this one's in a bit of a bad state already. It looks like somebody might have attempted to do my technique, because look, that's exactly what happens. It starts leaving metal bits behind, and well, that just won't do. So those were cheap. The reason why the whole order is so big is because the prices were really, really good in this store. So if in doubt, I just put it in my basket. So I'm not too upset that there are a couple of pieces that aren't ideal. I think that one probably is usable, to be honest, especially if it's on a sort of satellite like the one it came with, 6458 satellite with astronaut, because then in my city it'll be stuck on the ceiling and maybe you wouldn't notice that that wasn't straight at such a distance. So anyway, they're good. What else we got here? We've got the door from the Prison Island set, 60130. I've had this before, but I just really like the sort of warning signs, so I can use that somewhere else. I always wanted that Prison Island, kind of in the opening of Brick Bay in my city, but there just really isn't room for it because it's pretty much a whole base plate sort of in size. If I had a much bigger room, I would have it, kind of like an Alcatraz Island. I mean, that's what it's kind of based on in my mind, so that's really good. We've got the first of several whale parts, which we should see in other bags. I've got more of these big ones, which are the kind of, I'm going to use them as fireworks for obvious reasons. Well, I think that's what they were in the original set, of course, the Woody and Buzz to the Rescue set, 7590. But I've probably got enough of those now. I think I've got at least sort of 4 or 5. Now this, much like the canopy for this, was something on my important list that I've been wanting for quite a while, because it's the stickered, that's the most important bit, canopy of the kind of Dr. Inferno flyer element of an agent set, 8635 Mobile Command Center. So it's that little orange sort of flying craft that I'm after, and that'll be the only sort of side build that I'm kind of missing from, well, I was going to say from that range. No, there's loads of things I'm missing from the agent's range, but it's the only one that I remain interested in building. So there'll be several parts for that. And I didn't want to buy that until I'd got the stickered elements covered. And that's what's happened in this order. So much like this, it's sort of the go signal for collecting that. So there we go. So that's really well received. So here's a pile of orange parts, which are going to start making up that little side build. And then I've got quite a lot of these sort of fire engine kind of roof pieces, because I wanted them all with different numbers, because I've always planned to have a fire scene going on in my city, rather than just having a fire station where all the fire engines are just kind of parked up and it's all a bit boring and the firemen are just playing cards. I wanted them to all be in action. So it's always been my intention to have kind of a towering inferno, and I haven't got very far with designing that, I must say. But if I'm going to have 3 fire engines, I kind of want them to all have numbers. So, well, now I can. I'll probably have to straighten them and whatever using the patented hot tea technique. But that should be no problem at all, even with these big stickers. And that's what the ladders are as well, because I thought if the ladders are deployed, I might try and make them even longer than they are on the original sets. So that is very useful. We've seen these relatively recently, probably 1 or 2 hauls ago. They're just Galaxy Squad kind of bug eyes, but they're really nice. I'm going to use them under the sea. Probably don't need to buy any more of those now. And some glass panels, which... Do you know what? I can't remember where I got these, but I have got quite a few of them, so there's definitely a reason. Oh, yes, I think it's for the big build that's going on the construction site. I'm just starting to buy parts for that. I will be removing all these stickers. They're from the Heart Lake Hotel. They do look very nice, and they're pretty straight, actually. Yeah, I'll have to consider that. And they're from the Heart Lakes shopping mall as well, if you're interested in that. Cool. So, very happy with bag 1. Loads and loads of detailed parts, all for good prices. 1 minor disappointment, but 2 major plus points. So yeah, let's get on to the second bag. Well, I say second bag, but there's lots of little bags in the big bag, so let's just go for those. And I think we'll do a traditional tip out for these. Now I can see straight away some orange torsos for Henchman to do with Dr. Inferno. So it must be that I'm planning a build where he's going to be expanding his domain into. So I need a few more of those. I don't need to buy the full minifigures because I guess I've got enough sort of unshaven sort of henchman heads and enough sort of beanie hats to last. I think these are all supposed to be the same, but I've got one of the special ones that comes from one of the guys with the heavy weapons or something. So yeah, that's all fine. Good, good. Here is a kind of net piece. They've been used as goals and all sorts of stuff, but I saw them on the brand new fire set. What is it? 60321. Love that sardine factory, by the way. Maybe that'll be my towering inferno, actually. I saw a similar piece being used to kind of catch somebody jumping out of a window on. I thought that was a brilliant idea for a scene. So yeah, I'm going to totally copy that. Yep. Some more of these pieces from the 60092 Deep Sea Submarine, just for using underneath the water on my base. I'll be pilfering that sticker from the piece. Well, maybe using the piece as well. More under the sea sort of stuff. Then some interesting tiles. That Razor one is from the Blue Bullet 8193, which is a tiny turbo set. Which, if you think about it, it's kind of the opposite of Speed Champion sets nowadays, really. You know, you've got these sort of very sort of under-detailed 4-wide cars, and now they're really, really crazily over-detailed 8-wide cars. And there's me stuck in the middle, wanting some nice sort of 4 and 6. So that's apart from one of my ship builds. You can see all the colourful stuffs for Under the Sea, but we do have some Heroica sort of game goblins, I suppose they are. These were included in a few sets, like Castle Fortan, 3860, and I use those as prizes on my fairgrounds. There's actually 4 of those, and they're a really good value as well. So I put those with all the mummies that I've got. Just throw that one around. A piece of the best train that LEGO's ever made, 60051, the high-speed passenger train. Just need to straighten that so I can use that in a future build. Ooh, interesting, interesting. More tread plate stickers. Lots of the 6 long ones actually here. That's interesting. Yeah. Some more deep sea fish. I've probably got to stop buying these as well now, really do, don't I? So these are from the Lego Ninjago movie, the Shark Army Angler in this case. Yeah, so I think I've got clear red heads to kind of go on the inside of those. So it kind of looks a bit like a mouth rather than a helmet, which is what it was originally. I can't get that one in, but you get the idea. So I'll have absolutely loads of those swimming around my deep sea cabinet, I think, now. Got a few heads. I'll make a little totem out of those. So we've got mustachioed character who looks a bit sort of, I don't know, sort of sly, doesn't he? And I think he's called Flintlock from Ninjago. Then we've got JB from Hidden Side, double-sided one there. That's from the toy soldier that was on the minifigure encyclopedia, which I do have on top of my toy shop, being a sort of 3D sign. But with that chin strap, I thought he could be an alternate face for all of my sort of old school constables that are going around the old town of Brick Nottingham, because at the moment they've all got the same face or no chin strap. So I thought that would be a good idea. So we could have a young whippersnapper policeman following the one with a big sort of walrus moustache. And then that sort of grumpy one with a dirt on is from the welder, I believe. So that will be series 11. So anyway, really nice heads that I can use. There's the tail from Ariel the Mermaid, which has been in a few sets. I really like this torso, actually. Just says basket. I think it's basketball. It's not got any back, though. Yeah, no arms. Just from 5016, basketball, 2003. So that's really nice. I just don't have that one. I can put on my own arms. That's no problem. A few bits from Agent sets, just stickers I was missing from the aircraft. That's from 8630 Gold Hunt, and there probably are some more later. Oh, don't remember why I bought that. There we go. That, I believe, yes, is a significant piece. That's an 8-ball. It's kind of one of those Technic balls that you kind of have on either a ball joint or just as decoration, as sort of a mix-a-lie or something like that. Anyway, this one's got an 8 for an 8-ball. And I just thought I'd probably use that on the pool sign as part of the detective office modular. Yeah, it's all right, isn't it? Just one of those other things that was on my sort of maybe not list, maybe one day sort of thing. Anyway, that came in the 70907 Killer Croc Tail Gator from 2017, where it's kind of right on the aerial on the top of the vehicle there. So that's nice. That's a hair I haven't had before, with the sort of bunches on the sides and at the back. That's from the Star Wars character, isn't it? What's her name? Rose, yeah. So there we go. That's that. A few more glitter pieces. Nice red clamshell. I think we've had that before as well, but all very good. Oh, and red Mohicans. 2 of those. And I could use those under the sea, or I could use those on bikers or something like that. They're very nice. They were only on the, what was he called? Battle Dwarf. Yes. So, let's see what's in this next bag. Probably shouldn't have tipped that right on the top of the last one, but nonetheless, this is where it gets all a bit tricky. Here's a very nice tile. I just thought it could be like a vinyl record or something like that. It says Jurassic with a Velociraptor, I'm guessing, on the front of that. That's from the 75934 Dilophosaurus on the Loose set from 2019. It'd be kind of refreshing, wouldn't it, for a Jurassic Park set to actually have one where the dinosaur isn't escaping. I mean, it's not like the odd one escapes. It's that every single one of them escapes. That's the bit I don't get. Anyway, we've got the torso from the hippie, who is from Series 7. Very nice. Can't have enough tie-dye t-shirts. We've got this lovely sort of biker t-shirt with the logo on the back for a Devon Daredevil, who's a racer's character from 9092, Crazy Demon. Now you're talking. Look at that bad boy. Incidentally, I've got the helmet for this character and the head, actually, separately by coincidence. So maybe I'll actually combine all three and make my very own Devon Daredevil. But he looks rather fabulous, I think. Oh, they're interesting. They're just the reel pieces in red. I haven't seen them before. You put the sort of barrel of the reel for the string. They're for my ships as well. One of those. Can't remember where I got that. Maybe that was for ships. Can't remember. Got 2 of those torsos. That's nice to know. That must be stickered, yeah, and it is. It's from that ATM Heist Battle 76082. I'm using them as the part, well, the screen part of my ATM machines, just like in my supermarket build, which is nearly finished over there. We'll be finishing that next Monday, I think, and it's going to be absolutely terrific. Yeah, so I'll be moving that sticker as well. This one is from 60097 from the garage. I didn't actually buy this because I needed the sticker really, but the tile underneath, including the sticker, was 9p, and that's cheaper than the tile is on its own. So I thought, yeah, I'll buy that, and maybe I'll put the sticker to one side for another time. You've always got to look out for that. Really cheap pieces with a sticker on that are actually cheaper than the ones without, very weirdly. So these are interesting, kind of panel pieces, and they're slightly different, I think you'll agree. These are from the Tundra Tracker sets 4744 from 2004, and that's an Alpha Team set. And they're just, well, I don't know what they are in the original thing, but then basically if you kind of look at them through some red filmed glass or something like that, it takes away all the red pattern and you can see the blue pattern underneath, which kind of looks like a bit of a beastie on that one, and goodness knows on that one. Anyway, I just thought they were jazzy, looked a bit fun, so I thought I'd get them. They were very cheap, never had those before. Very interesting. More pieces for under the sea if it's bright coloured. But otherwise, yeah, a couple of heads with some very worried bearded men. I'm sure they'll be easy to use on rides, for example. Look at that, he doesn't look like he's enjoying himself at all. Just like I probably wouldn't on half of the rides that I've built. Yep, so that's that one. Oh no, last one. We've got a nice crab head. So much like the Shark Army Angler, we've got the crab equivalent. It looks less like a crab. I mean, I almost need to sort of stick it on a crab body or something like that, or maybe make it some claws. But even if it's just peeking out of a cave or something like that, I think I'll be able to use that as well. So that looks really nice. That's been in sets like 70632 Quake Mech, which is a very cool set, but probably quite hard to use in a city, I would guess. Otherwise, I'd have it, I think. Yeah, and I always use these cars bumpers as a lady's purse, because I think they kind of look like a lady's purse. So this is the kind of front grille from the character Luigi from Cars, Disney's Cars. But yeah, I think that's really nice. Definitely looks like a purse to me. I can't even see it as a car grille. Okay, oh, and some lovely, I love these ones, just because they're clear. They're a bit more rare, I think. Anyway, right, another quick bag of loose small stuff. This looks a lot less interesting, this one. We've got a few of these horns, which I'll actually be using for our supermarket, because, should I tell you? Yeah, they're chili peppers. Yeah, you thought it was an unripe prawn or shrimp. I joke, of course. But no, it's actually a yellow sort of jalapeno type pepper, which we can sell. Got a gold Mohican as well, again for under the sea, or maybe a character in my city. And I think that was on the, oh golly, no, I can't remember which one that was. One of the Ninjago characters, sort of legacy sort of ones. No, that's mainly boring stuff in there. So get rid of all these bags. And we can move on to the next big one, which I think I'll pre-sort because there doesn't look to be a huge amount of interesting stuff in this one. Yeah, that was mainly boring bricks. I've kind of tipped it out over here. There are a few bonus ones that I need for my whale build, so that's very welcome. I started getting a lot of this sort of fencing, but you don't know why. Oh, that's interesting. I got one of these diagonal doors in black, which I've never had in this colour before, and that looks brand new as well. It's all supposed to be used, but it's not very well used, I must say. So yeah, that's really good. Another one of those doors, but without the sticker. Some more of the clear ones that I've run out of. And the only really other interesting part in there are these new kind of tree pieces. I mean, they've got to be tree pieces. I mean, they're technically cylinders with kind of arms sticking out, but I mean, I defy you to find a use that isn't tree-based for these. But essentially, it's a very sort of quick and lazy way to make the beginnings of a tree, and then off the branches, obviously, from each of these. It gives you a real head start. And I did think I'd use them in this way, all stuck on top of each other, maybe in one of the corners of my room, to kind of represent kind of a facade tree right in the very corner. Now that will make the branches a bit harder. Maybe I'll add one sort of thickness of bricks down each side. But yeah, rather than getting 4 of them just to make a circle, I can just use them as a kind of two-way corner facade. So yeah, maybe that will be on top of the mine in that corner, so we probably won't see that for a while. Or maybe in the corner behind the farm. Could also fit there, I imagine. So I think I'll have a play with that, but they were really, really new pieces to me. Very interesting. I like those. Right, one massive bag left, so I'm going to tip this out as well, but I think it definitely needs a sort, because there's definitely, oops, some interesting stuff in there. Looks like I'm tipping it out here, though. Well, this was a very big order. You can't see the mountain of sort of tan bricks that are all out on this side, and now you can't see the absolute mountain of kind of grey and tan bricks out on this side. But grey and tan bricks does mean under the sea cabinet, and a really big sort of signature build that's going to be in there. I only got to decide whether I'm sort of doing the whole cabinet in sort of height order or if I'm sort of just dotting around. I don't know. To be quite honest with you, it's full of stuff at the moment because I kind of use it as storage. So I'll have to sort that out as well. Anyway, there's absolutely loads in here, but the first thing that I have to show you is another kind of, well, almost grail find, definitely kind of up with this canopy and this canopy. And it's a minifigure that I've been recommended and didn't know existed, but somebody recommended it a while back and I put it on my list, and well, he's coming now. Let me just get him into pose because he needs to have one hand up. It's Lego Loco, or Super Loco, or yeah, I don't know exactly what it's called, but basically he's the caped version of the Station Master from the Lego Loco game, which is kind of a, I don't know, sort of a railroad tycoon type game from back in the day. I don't know how old it is. It's pretty sort of clumpy, you can see from these pictures. But this is the kind of guide that guides you through that. Oh, and I'm glad it's in good condition. I had nightmares of this being in an absolute state. But look, he's got one of the old school capes on. A lovely torso. And it's just that masked head with a tiny moustache, which makes it perfect. So yeah, I'm really happy to have him. He came with the set 2585 hand car. And he was a bit of an extravagance in this order at £7. But given he's in such good condition, I think it was actually worth that. So yeah, I really like him. Now, one idea for him, of course, would be to have him flying alongside a train, maybe sort of attached to it, kind of following it along, kind of like my pump wagon does already. Or maybe duffing up the sort of baddies that are trying to steal the gold on the gold car. I don't know. But yeah, he definitely needs to be in a dynamic pose. I just thought he was too sort of funny and silly not to get. So yeah, really, really like him. I think that was a grail find, well achieved. So there we go. I'll put him in pride of place there. Loads more minifigures though in this bag. Oh, I'm going to rip this one. I can't get into it already. Here is the Series 15 Clumsy Guy, which I've got, but I'm going to use for parts because, wow, aren't all the parts there absolutely fantastic? So that's him. Another minifigure here is the Video Game Guy. Player One t-shirt, headphones, glasses, cool jeans with like a, what's that, like a memory stick on it. Fantastic. I'll be parting that into different minifigures in my city. Here's another one. We've got the Snake Charmer, isn't he? Yeah, Series 13 then. So he looks very nice. Bit harder to sort of part out because the legs kind of go with the torso, but I could definitely change the head and the turban round. And then this is another character I was kind of looking forward to. You'd think he was rare, but he was quite cheap actually. It was only £1 something, like all of these minifigures were. That's why I got them. But this is the character Ogle, who is kind of the baddie in the Alpha Team sets, like in set 6776. Ogle Control Center from 2001, which is a pretty cool set. And he had sort of variations where he had a hook hand in sort of trans red or trans medium blue or something. But yeah, just these massive sort of shoulder pads and this gold visor. I thought he looked a bit special really, so I just thought I'd pick him up. He's a bit plain by modern standards, I suppose. Yeah, and he's got a very sort of evil look on him. So yeah, is that the same as my Shredder head? Got a Shredder by my side here. Similar but different, slightly. But yeah, so anyway, he's a really nice minifigure. I like him. What else we got? We got a goodie from the Alpha Team as well. This lady is called Radia, because she's probably on the radio all the time. On the radio, darling. There we go. Yeah, she's got quite a good face, actually, with sort of flicks of hair down under her cap. Not too sure about the body print, but, you know, it's not too bad. One purple arm and all that. Very good. Got some more of these clear panels for whatever I'm building. Can't remember. Pop Star Tour Bus that's from, I think, if you bothered. More whale pieces. One of those things for my fire scene that goes on the top of the ladder. And actually I've got another ladder as well. I don't know why these were separate, but it somehow get attached to that and be kind of like the little, I don't know, what do you call that? The little cradle that you'd have the fireman in, or the person who's being rescued before they're brought down. So that's to sort of augment that scene. So you can see this order was really good. I mean, they just had such a wide array of stuff. I've probably got all the trimmings I need for my fire scene all in one place. So that's really good. Here's a panel. That's got to be stuck upside down, hasn't it? I don't know the build, but that looks like it's stuck upside down, at least at the moment. That was part of the 60194 Arctic Scout truck, and I just wanted it for the sticker of the ice sample that's under analysis, because they're kind of doing a really cool ice core kind of drilling sort of scenario in that, and I thought that could be something that would easily be incorporated into my Arctic scene when I finally get it. Maybe this buggy will be leading the expedition, and this panel can be back at base. I suppose I can use it the wrong way around, but it is unusual, so I'll have to check that in the catalogue, how that's supposed to be. More pieces for that agent's plane. It's just the one that I got. The stickers were basically ruined. In fact, these aren't perfect either. It kind of seems to be a set that went through the wars, whoever owned it. More of those sort of bug eggs. This is quite a rare piece from old ships and, well, new ships for me, but it's kind of a mast piece. Oh, is that broken at the top, or is it supposed to be like that? I think that's broken. I think it's supposed to have two of those fingers on, one on each side, and you can actually put a stud on top. Probably doesn't ruin it for me, to be honest, because I'm not sure I was going to build on that. I might have put a light on the top or something like that. But then these two bits can take a three-fingered kind of plate, modified plate, and hinge about and do something there. But it's mainly just for the sort of stick bit. You see already that looks quite nautical. Some of these that I use on trains in yellow and white. More minifigures for parting out and making interesting people around my city. This is not the video game guy, but the video game champ. He's obviously better than the Player One guy, but he looks similar pieces. And I really like that stern face. Oh, he's got two, that's why. Oh, so yeah, that stern face is one of my new favourites. Absolutely love that. And then we've got a Cole as well from the Ninjago movie. Yeah, just split that up as well. Really good pieces. More bug eggs from Galaxy Squad. Now this is something I've wanted for a while. It's just the stickered piece from the, what is it, Bulldozer, that's right. That's in the 60140 Bulldozer break-in set from 2017. And it's another side build that I thought I would build if only I had the stickered parts. And this is the stickered part for that. So I think right after this haul, I'm going to see what other parts I've already got in my collection to build the Bulldozer and put the remaining ones on my wanted list. Because, yeah, that Bulldozer in that set is so cute. I just love it. I just need to have it somewhere in my city, smashing things apart. So, yeah, this has been a great haul just for kind of getting the beginnings of some really good projects. So there were some more parts for this vehicle, actually, that was stickered. There were two tiles, and I've probably either lost them or they're in the final small parts bag, which I should tip out. Oh, one more of those. I use those for train carriages, kind of in between the two wheels. They're really useful for that. Usually quite cheap. If you're getting a big box, it doesn't really matter. Another door there. I think I've gone through all the parts in that one. Got some jet engines for that flyer as well. Lots and lots of colourful pieces. Lots of garage door pieces for kind of a sliding garage door. I thought I might do one with kind of alternating trans and then sort of black bits, so I could make a really interesting garage door. Yeah, so that's that. A Dr. Inferno torso, which doesn't have arms, but it's the torso that I was really after, because white arms are 2 a penny after all. And the reason why I wanted this was not because I need a second Dr. Inferno in my city, because I had the hilarious idea of having kind of a mini-me version of Dr. Inferno. Not mini-me Robin, mini Dr. Inferno. So I just put some white short legs on, and then maybe an appropriate head. I don't think I'll do the exact same face. Maybe some sort of kid's face that looks really sort of mean. But I probably will have to get the same hair, won't I? So I probably need a Dr. Inferno orange spiky hair to give his mini-me to be a sort of parody on the character in Austin Powers, of course, for Dr. Evil's mini-me. Got some of those lovely fans that I use as fish fins or as coral, and they were only in Mulan's Training Day set 41151. Oh no, they're in something else as well, one of 2 sets anyway, and they're just really ornate and very special in my mind, so I usually pick those up when I see them. There's one tile. This is one of those ones that are used on the old divers sets, and this one happens to be of an eel. I think they're x-rays. I think they're x-rays of things they've caught. I don't know why they're x-raying stuff. I mean, another thing they look a bit like is kind of fossils, I think, so maybe I'll use them in that scenario. But they look very nice. Yeah, so that is from a few divers sets, including 6559, Deep Sea Bounty, which is the cool one with the big sort of skeleton and the ray. So that sort of skeleton scene I think I'll be duplicating in a different, more modern way. Anyway, there are the legs for our agents baddies. Dr. Inferno's gang, some more sort of spiky hair. Some interesting torsos here, all from Ninjago, or at least the first few are. I saw another one, there we go. From Spinjitzu. So we've got sort of an electric bolt there. I thought these could be kind of bikers. That looks really interesting, doesn't it? Really bright. Here's another one, kind of snakes on it. That isn't a Spinjitzu one, I don't think. But very cool. I mean, imagine that was your biker jacket with sort of, let's focus, with this sort of snake snarling on the back of it. And here's another Spinjitzu one. Looks good. So they're nice. We've got the torso from the Disco Diva, Series 13. Seem to have a lot of just torsos, which is fine, because you can just add your own arms. But and would you believe that's supposed to be a truck? I sort of kind of thought it was supposed to be a tractor, but it's pretty rubbish tractor as well, to be honest. But it's really, really old torso of a truck. Doesn't look like one. I'm hoping there's a couple more tiles in this bag, otherwise I missed some. Oh, well, there's that, another electric hazard symbol. That one's from our favourite SSP set, the 70808 Supercycle Chase. We've got another head in here. He's usually in castle sets, I think. Or like in the mill set as well, but yeah, not too crazy there. That second one of those? No, same one. I've got some more fire pieces here on panels. What I'm trying to do is where I've got one that's got the, say, fire 60001, I want another one to have a different number, of course, because if you're using a duplicate of a set, you can't have them all with the same sort of number on them because they'd all be numbered slightly differently. So yeah, I can give that to one fire engine and that to another and kind of have them as sort of stable mates. That's the plan with that. So that's why I've been getting all of these. Oh, an orange head for that crab. There we go. Shove that in there. Oh, won't go in. They're very rubbery and sticky, but there we go. That goes in there. Another head. That's from that basketball character that we looked at earlier, the torso of. He looks very, I don't know, competitive, let's say. Another one of those torsos. And that's about it. We've got a few number plates, just because whenever I see a pair of number plates, I tend to pick them up. Because, well, when I get a vehicle that I've made, or I get a vehicle in duplicate or something, I need to give it another number plate because, well, I can't have 2 vehicles going around my city with the same number plate now, can I? That would be very un-Robin. So there we go. more of the jet engines for that wonderful Agents build. And the thing that I'm scraping through, I found absolutely everything apart from, yay, there's one of them, the 2 sort of side stickers for that build. So assuming I've got them, I'm full on with that flying orange vehicle that I'm really looking forward to build. So, wow, what an absolutely fantastic haul. It was a really big one, quite an expensive one. Ooh, there's a nice little part we didn't see. A little yellow face with kind of X's for eyes. That's off the Junkrat and Roadhogs set, 75977. I'm planning to use that as a door handle. Spoiler! Tentacle pieces and so on. Yeah, so a really wonderful haul. It was quite expensive actually. It was over £100 this order, but I mean the vastness of it. I mean it goes about a foot off to the left and to the right, mainly with just ordinary bricks though, so don't worry, you haven't missed much. There's another colourful one. But what a wonderful haul it is, because not only have we got the hull for a wonderful new boat build and some of the really integral boat pieces, we've got a wonderful new character to employ near our trains in some way. You'll have to give me ideas for exactly how to attach him. But most excitedly for me, I've got the really important pieces for some projects that I've really sort of pined after for quite a long time. So this will enable me to make the buggy for my Arctic scene. That will be able to make me make the bulldozer for, well, what? You'll have to give me an idea for that as well. And then I've also got all the parts, all the really important rare parts for the flyer from that Agents set as well, which I can put one of these guys in. And then loads of minifigure parts, loads of undersea parts, all while I was there, just because, well, the prices were so good. So yeah, I think that is a really good haul. Well, I must say that's one of the most exciting hauls I've done for a while for me personally, because I've discovered quite a few new things that I've never seen before and got all those parts to start loads of different projects, and that's the thing that really gets my creative juices flowing, so I'm very happy with that. And then to get some parts that I need for things like the whale to help complete that as well, makes it all the better as well. So I'm really happy with everything that we've got today, not to mention the things that I've got out of shot, like the ridiculously large tent, stickers and so on. So yeah, thumbs up for this one. So as always, thank you very much for watching. It is appreciated. Do remember to like, comment and subscribe for more awesome LEGO videos. And if you value this channel, there are many ways in which you can support it. Do check out the links in the description below. And if you want to send something to the channel, then you can. I think next time we'll be doing a subscriber brick haul. So send something to that address and you could have your package included. And it doesn't have to be Lego bricks. Don't think you have to send me something amazing or expensive or anything like that. You could just send me a picture of your Lego city perhaps, and or a letter is always appreciated as well. So anyway, next time on Robin Hood Bricks, we'll be doing a mock build. Haven't decided what on Friday, but we just have to finish the supermarket, don't we, on Monday. So don't worry about that. That's definitely happening. And I think it's going to be absolutely great when it's finished. I must say, I've got loads of stuff to go on the street. And then next Wednesday, we'll be doing a brick haul, as I say, probably a subscriber one. So until all of that, see you!